As our world grows warmer, the amount of food that farmers can get from their work decreases rapidly. Increasing temperatures caused by climate change lower livestock reproduction rates and kill the food that cows eat. Farms such as these are placed in peril. As an increased amount of carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere, some plants will flourish. However, this includes invasive species of plants. Weeds will creep into farms and overtake the land. It will also take more herbicides to kill these new super plants.
Insects are more capable of withstanding and thriving in higher temperatures due to their small size, in contrast to livestock. Insects are capable of carrying both animal and plant diseases. When their population increases, this lowers the amount of food that humans can gain from farming.
Another goosebump-inducing problem we all face is desertification. Over the past 100 years, the amount of annual rainfall has been on a decline. However, when it rains, it pours. Our rainfall has become increasingly sporadic. While it may rain less often, the rainstorms are becoming heavier and heavier. As the temperature increases, so does the rate of evapotranspiration. This means that the rate in which water is evaporating out of our soil and plants is on the rise. It's getting to the point where demand for water may exceed supply of water in the short-term future, meaning that our soil is going to get as dry as dirt. This makes for an awful bad time.
One of the big sources of climate change from agriculture is the use of chemical fertilizers. Nitrogen. Nitrogen is a significant greenhouse gas that contributes to global warming and climate change. Nitrogen-based fertilizers make this effect worse. According to National Geographic, commercial fertilizer adds up to 70% of nitrogen that human activity produces every year. Even the process of producing chemical fertilizers releases other greenhouse gases into the air where they can heat our planet. Worse, when you put this fertilizer into the soil and water washes it away, this nitrogen-based monstrosity gets into the water supply for millions of animals.
Methane is another greenhouse gas that arises from bad agricultural practices. Some causes of methane emission are too many cows, incompetent manure, soil management, and burning dead plants. Cows produce methane in their guts, and so do bacteria that flourish in manure and poorly managed soil. When farmers are uneducated and don't know what they're doing, they don't just harm their crops, they harm their world. Other places for improvement are teaching farmers proper crop rotation methods, how to manage manure, and other general farming practices that help save our earth and our crops to boot.
So, overall, poor agricultural practices and the abundance of methane-producing livestock contribute to global warming and climate change. In turn, climate change negatively affects the food yield of agriculture. Effects of global warming, such as increased insects and weeds and flooding, damage agriculture, lowering the food yield. And, in return, bad farming practices, such as having too many cows, releases greenhouse gases into the air. We can fix this by supporting better farming practices, by educating farmers, and by refusing to buy poorly produced food products. With the combined effort of many people, we will be able to fix the problems associated with global warming in agriculture.